We're not just talk.
Oh, yeah. What up, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to Beyond the Chat. I am your host, your neighbor, your girlfriend, your best friend, your next door neighbor, Natasha Cash.
And I'm your host, TW, in the building.
We are super excited about our podcast show tonight. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna, tell a couple jokes, give you some home remedies, life hacks, or whatever you want to call them.
A couple things.
Christmas shopping tips. I mean, we're just gonna have some fun. So, make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you stay locked because this is the show to watch.
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
I mean,
and, you know what? And not only stay tuned, but join in.
Of course, we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you have to say. We want your feedback. That's what gives us the motivation to keep going, the energy, the drive, to keep it pumping.
That's right. This could last 5 minutes, or it can last 40 minutes.
Exactly. But we just want to keep it 100 all the way through, no matter how long it lasts. Right. Now, first, we do want to give a shout out to some people that have been donating to our podcast.
Thank you.
Yes.
All you people that's been donating.
Yes, absolutely. We appreciate the support. And that is what keeps our podcast going. That is what allows us to play the trivia games that we play. And we give away $50, $100. And so we appreciate our donors for participating in our podcast. So again, if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Periscope, beyondthechat.com, we love you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. We appreciate the support. Good looking out.
And make sure you go to the beyondthechat.com.
Yes.
Find the donation link there and hey, donate.
Exactly.
Because it goes back to you guys anyway.
It goes back to you anyway.
Yeah, we don't pocket the stuff. We basically give it right back. Give it right back. But you have to be a little smart sometimes.
That is very true. And you have to be quick on the draw because we got some people that participates in our trivia. They don't play no games. They want their money.
Maybe we should have a contest one day to see who donates the most, and the person that donates the most get all the money from the donations within an hour.
Wow.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because look, you trying to be a blessing. You trying to give, but then you turn around and get blessed in return.
Right. And then we look and see who donated most and be like, but hey, the winner, the one that,
Exactly.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be
no one's
cool.
doing it like that.
No one's doing it like that. We are different. We are beyond the chat. We're not the, the average normal group of people to chat it up and chop it up with. We like to have fun.
Yeah, we like to have fun.
We do like to have fun. So let's get this part out of the way so we can go back to, having a good time. We definitely want to send condolences to the families of Natalie Desselle-Reid. You may know her from the movie Baps with Holly Berry. She was a phenomenal actress. She was a mother of 3 and a wife. She lost her battle to cancer this past week. And so we definitely want to send our condolences to her and to her family. She was only 53.
Whew.
53 years old. So we definitely want to make sure that we use this platform to, let her family know that she's in our prayers. It's always, I always say it's hard when you lose someone you love. But for me, it's even harder when it's around the holidays because it seems harder to be able to get yourself back up in the spirit to want to celebrate. But the good thing is, if you live, if you're a Christian like us, if you're a believer like us, then you can celebrate their life because one day you'll see them again.
Oh yeah.
So that's always something to look forward to. Whoop whoop. And then, oh my goodness, Tommy Tiny Lister lost his battle to COVID-19 this past week as well. He was 62 years old. You may know him as Debo from the movie Friday. And he was the one that was, jacking everybody for their chains.
Big dude.
Big dude. So it's funny that his nickname is Tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And he's bigger than a whole bunch of people. But so he succumbed to COVID as well this past week. And so, it's crazy. I was just kind of looking up some names, and God knows that we don't have time to name all of the people that we've lost in 2020, but just to name a few, Chadwick Boseman, Regis Philbin, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Alex Trebek, Carol Sutton, Rance Allen, Kobe and Gianna Bryant, now Debo, Natalie Desselle-Reid. Listen, people, this flows right into My thought of the week. If you've got to get up every morning with determination in order to go to bed with satisfaction.
Woo!
You know, when you get up, have a mindset that you're determined to have a great day. You're determined to be good to yourself. You're determined to keep a smile on your face regardless of whatever comes your way. You're determined to be a good person, be present, be in the moment, and love life. Life is short. We don't know, come one day or another, whether we're going to see tomorrow. And yet we plan for Christmas. We don't know if we're going to see it.
Really? We don't?
We don't. We don't know what God's will for our life is. And so we have to live every day with determination and live every day like it's our last. Love the people, hold on to people, hug them like you'll never see them again. Kiss them on the cheek, tell them you love them, tell your children, how much they mean to you, because every day we take for granted that we're going to see tomorrow. And that just may not be the case. That's just the reality of the life we live. We don't know what God's plan is for our lives. So be good to yourself. First of all, wake up with determination so you can go to bed with satisfaction. And then secondly, be good to your neighbor, because the Bible says, do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. And I believe in karma.
Yeah. You know what? And sometimes it's just good to plan out stuff, because it gives you a sense of accomplishment when you're able to mark that thing off the list.
Absolutely.
Because if you just get up and you go about your day, you don't plan anything, and then you just get a whole bunch of stuff done and you go on to the next thing or the next day, you don't feel like,
right,
okay, wow, I was able to check a whole bunch of stuff off my list. But I know for sure when I wake up in the morning and I see 10 tasks
right
ahead of me,
yes,
and by the end of the day, I'm able to say, wow, I knocked 8 of those out, man. I feel good.
Exactly.
So it's nice to, create a list of things you want to accomplish and actually go after them.
Exactly. When you have your mindset and you have determination, you begin to just start brainstorming about, ideas about things that you want to accomplish. I know we've said this before, but we talked about doing this podcast for a year before we did it.
Yeah, well, and it was never really like a serious talk where we procrastinated that long. We just kind of mentioned it. Oh, we should do a podcast. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And that was it. We never really planned it, but the minute we actually planned it,
yes,
and actually started jotting some stuff down,
right,
and came up with a name, we just ran with it.
We did, and we have been having so much fun ever since.
Yeah,
it has been so much fun. I'm like, why didn't we start doing this a long time ago?
Genezeba.
Huh?
I don't know.
What you just
Genezeba.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Okay. That part. Well, there you go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so listen, let's jump right into it. So TW is going to share some Christmas shopping tips with you. So if you plan to go out into the stores, into the mall, into the strip malls, if you plan out to go to the grocery store, wherever you plan to go to do your shopping this year for Christmas, if you're not finished with your shopping, we have some Christmas shopping tips for you. So here we go.
So Christmas shopping tip number 1. Watch your kids.
Yeah. Listen, we should just stop right there.
Just watch your kids. If you have children and
Lord
you're shopping,
Jesus.
And really this can go for any time.
Exactly.
But there's so many people out there that's just shopping and not paying attention to their kids because they're so focused on what they went to the store to get.
Right.
Watch your children. We witnessed someone at Lowe's today, and it was funny because this woman had walked maybe 20-25 feet away from her child. The child was in a basket. The basket, she looked like the girl looked like she was maybe 6 or 7 years old. But funny thing is, the mother was behind the child, left the child in the basket, walked down the aisle, like I said, maybe 20 feet, 25 feet.
Yeah.
And the minute we said, wow, you just gonna leave your child? The child turned around and said, Mom, are you watching me?
Are you watching me? I can't see you. If you're around the corner, you can't see me either.
You got your back turned, you can't see me. I'm like, oh, is it because you scared of us?
Exactly.
You see 2 black people walk up now. Oh, now you're screaming help. We ain't even did nothing to you.
Exactly.
And we slowed down before we got within 10 feet of this child, so they won't be like,
Well, because she looked like she was looking at us and then looking for her mama and then looking at us like
we're gonna take her. We're like, and the minute we said,
listen, okay, let me just say, if somebody say a black person took your child, they lying.
Yeah, a lot of black people don't want extra children.
We don't want extra children. So if somebody say the black man, the black woman took my child, no, just tell them, please stop, because no, we got enough children of our own. We don't want your children.
Yeah, and a lot of children that's not really ours that we claim.
Exactly, that we're taking care of. So
Yeah.
no, we don't need no extra ones.
Watch them.
Exactly.
And also watch them because some of them may be, getting some extra Christmas gifts that you didn't pay for.
Hello. No, that's like we were in what were we? Big Lots. We were in Big
yeah.
Lots, and the little boy was like, we walked down the aisle. He's like, hi, and we're like, hi, how are you? That was so nice. He's being so nice. Nice little boy. And then the next thing we know, we walking down another aisle. He walking down that aisle too, and I'm like, okay, well, where are his parents, his mama, his daddy, uncle, cousins? I don't care who you with, but
there's quite a few people in that store too.
There were quite a few people, and you couldn't tell who he was with. I mean, he was just roaming all over the place. And I'm just like, okay, if somebody snatch your child, then you're gonna be screaming and hollering on the news, talking about help me find my baby. Unless
you told him to go to the toy section and you went down the street.
Goodbye.
I'm just saying. I mean, there's ways to get.
People do that though. They might drop their child like, look, I don't want to buy you no Christmas gifts. So
I'm not taking you to the fire department.
Exactly.
We're going to Big Lots and I'm gonna leave you there.
They got 3 or 4 hours worth of toys. You just stay there until somebody say something. When they say something, then you just go with them. Okay.
Right.
What else you got?
Anyway, watch your children. One really important thing. We're doing a lot of shopping, and a lot of people are shopping online.
Yes.
So one of the tricks that you can do is, in regard to getting your packages delivered to your home while you're not home, is you can put your garbage cans in front of the door, so that when people pass by, they're not, door checking to see if there's packages out there, so that the delivery guy can put them behind the door. Right. Now, if you're shopping from Amazon, there's a little link on there where you can actually say, deliver to the back.
Right.
And I do that a lot. I think most don't come to our house.
I'm about to say, hold on, don't tell
me. We got cameras. We got lots of cameras. And,
they gonna get it.
And speaking of cameras, that's another thing that you can do with your cameras is add more time. During this season, just add more recording time.
Yes.
I mean, it may be more strain on your batteries, but in the long run, if somebody come and take your stuff, you have 30 seconds of watching them, the car they come up in, leaving. You have a good 30 seconds instead of those news clips that we see where we say it's like 5 seconds and then it's like, oh, we couldn't tell who that was.
And you trying to explain to the police officer what they look like, what they had on, what kind of car they were driving. Did you get a tag number? Did you get the color? No,
we didn't, because it was
2 seconds.
And improve the quality of your recordings.
Oh, yes.
I know it may take up more space and you may have to, delete more stuff. And, every month, every 30 days, you may have to delete more data because, high resolution recordings require more space.
Right.
But you'll see clarity. You can see the person like clear as day, and, our cameras have night vision too. But, those are very important things that you can do that will help. You can also have stuff delivered to FedEx and pick it up yourself.
Right.
Or Amazon bots, pick it up yourself.
Yeah.
But like I say, most important thing is, you can even re-angle your cameras down to where your stuff is normally delivered.
So you can see how many boxes have been delivered, and you make sure you have that many when you get home from work.
Yeah. So, yeah.
What else you got?
So, outside of that, let's see. Oh, as far as online deals, watch out for those online deals, because a lot of this stuff that's that people are buying is stuff that they're trying to get rid of so that the next year product comes in. Yes. So sometimes when you see that sale, it's not always the greatest deal. You may be saving $5, but that new product may be right next to it and available.
Right.
So don't fall for the deal that you see right away on Amazon or any store. You may, like I said, you may be only saving, $5 or $10. That's pointless.
Right.
When you can get the newest, latest, cause as soon as a year cross over, you may not see that item anymore. It may be on what they call those deal sites.
Which one? Oh,
you may see it on HSN or something like that, so you may see it on one of those sites because the stores can sell it. So they send it to those stores, or you may see it in the store, 3 or 4 months later in the clearance section for $20 less than you bought it for. Then you'd be pissed off.
Exactly. And you'd be like, let me find my receipt.
Yes. All right. So, but there's a lot of things. Just be careful during Christmas. There's a lot of scams going on, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Go ahead.
I just want to share the number one thing that we always make sure that we do, regardless of whether it's the Christmas season, holiday season, or whatever season it is. Be careful when you pull out your credit card to pay.
That's another thing I was going to get at too.
because people are, I mean, these scammers are no joke. When I tell you they sit at home all year long coming up with ways that they can take a picture of your card or pickpocket you or get, it's been a couple years now, but I remember there was a time when you would go to the store and you would put your card in the machine, and you know how it would tell you, you tell the machine whether you want cash back, a certain amount. The cashiers would do it on their end. And then you're not looking at your receipt because there's so many people in line. You're trying to rush to get out, and you don't even realize you just gave them $20 because they hit $20 cash back.
Right, with the quickness.
So check your receipts. Be careful when you're shopping. Make sure you put all your receipts in the same pocket, so when you get home, you know exactly where they all are. And be careful who's standing behind you or close to you. Everybody should be social distancing, but be careful if someone is standing close to you. Do not, put your finger over your number when you put it in the machine, and make sure they can't get any of your information. So be very careful.
Yeah, normally when I put in my PIN, I do it with my thumb so that my hand
is covering
my digits.
You're so smart.
So I don't do it like that because then the person will be able to see it. But you do it like that, they can see it. So do it like that.
Yeah.
And no one can see through your hand. I don't think anybody can see through your hand.
I don't think so.
But just be careful.
But if you do it with your finger, then just put your fist up so they know if they looking. And
sanitize your hands afterwards.
Yes, please. Rub them on your pants or get some wipes.
Because next thing you know, you done did something like that and you got 50 people fingerprint on your.
But now one of your eyebrows won't grow back.
Or it's itching.
That too.
And then you done scratch your eyebrow off, and then you look cockeyed.
because you touched the dirty machine,
right? And then you stuck all that funk on your eye.
Exactly. And now you walk around with your eyes, one eyebrow up, one eyebrow down, and you doctor can't figure out why your eyes won't go straight again.
So yeah, your eyes. So
yes. All right. What else you got?
Wait. So I was gonna say, as far as just keep an eye on people around you.
Yes.
If someone has a cell phone, acting like they're on their phone, you never know. They could be recording everything that you're doing, especially if you're at an ATM.
Yes, exactly.
They can be recording everything.
They can, absolutely.
Go home and rag up.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
You wonder why you shopping in Italy. You ain't never been and don't know the name of the store. You can't even pronounce it, but they done bought some Italian leather boots and matching shirt and hat, purse and hat.
In your name.
In your name.
Amen. Right. So I got a couple home hacks today. So normally I bring some info on computers.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna just throw a couple home hacks your way.
Okay.
So I know some of you guys struggle with cleaning your bathroom, and just an easy way to clean your bathroom, I would say more efficiently, is steam. Not necessarily going out and buying a steamer and going through every crack and crevice over the whole restroom till your arm fall off because you're tired of holding that little steam thing. And then it run out of water. You got to put more water in it to get more steam. Then take a hot shower or run that shower full heat for 10 minutes so that the bathroom is just all fogged up. And then clean your bathroom. You get your bathroom clean like nobody's business.
That's awesome. I like that idea.
Yeah, that's the best way to clean your bathroom because it's like your bath. You've basically steamed your bathroom.
Right. So now you're just wiping it down.
Yeah, you're just basically wiping it down. And it's easier to clean because everything's already kind of loosened up a little bit.
Exactly. I love it. That's a great one.
Yeah. So as far as soap scum, a way to fight that. Of course, you can go out and buy chemicals. There's a lot of great chemicals out there. We're not gonna shout out any names
unless they're a sponsor.
Right.
Hello.
Right. Sponsors. Yeah. But if you don't have any of those cleaning products, you can always use stuff like oil. So if you don't use oil, you can use like cooking spray, and that'll break up soap scum. Just let it sit on there for like 5 minutes and then poof, clean it.
Okay, listen, I know we said we weren't gonna shout out those specific
Oh yeah.
brand.
Oh yeah, we use some
I'm just saying, if you have not used Myers dish soap, they have a dish soap, they have a bathroom cleaner, they have a few other things, but we use the dish soap.
Yep. And the spray and
the spray and the bathroom towel spray.
Yeah.
But that dish soap ain't nothing but the truth. I'm talking about one drop can clean about 10 dishes. With one drop.
It's some really good stuff. My mom turned me on that.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
She used to use that stuff all the time. She used that Simply Green stuff too. But that Myers, that stuff right there.
It is the truth.
That's some good stuff.
Now listen, don't be going to the store buying it all and then we can't find it. I'm just saying, we're just trying to help y'all a little bit. Don't try to take it all from us. We're just saying that Myers, shout out to Myers, that's some good dish detergent.
And don't put the dish detergent in your tub and soak in it. It's really not for that.
It's not.
You may burn something.
Exactly. And don't be coming back on our podcast talking about we told you to do it, because we didn't. It was not us.
Yeah, we don't accept hospital bills.
No, we do not. We got your fault insurance. It's your fault it happened to you. Okay.
Yeah. So I got one more.
Okay.
You may have a bad mold problem. Okay. With grout. Typically, when you seal grout, you use the silicone, and that's all fine and dandy. But when you have a tile grout, the real grout, and you keep having a mold problem, in a lot of cases, it's because water's getting behind it.
Right.
So mold will build and it will grow.
Right.
And you keep battling that issue. One way to combat that issue is to get white candles. Maybe a white candle that you may not use anymore. And you basically rub that over the grout, and that'll basically be a water barrier that you can use so that the dew doesn't grow behind that.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, don't put it over the silicones. The silicone's already soft and it's already really meant to combat mold and dew and all that. But as far as the actual grout itself,
right?
Yeah, you clean the grout.
Yeah.
And it doesn't remove mold and mildew. It prevents it. So don't put it over the mold and mildew, and then you look, 3 weeks later and be like, dang, the mold is still there.
No. They're gonna put the candle
clean
over
the grout.
And then
first,
put the candle.
And then you rub the candle wax into the grout so that water just penetrates off it.
I'm glad you cleared that up, because some people may think you put the candle wax over it to cover the mold.
Right.
You won't have to see the mold no more.
Right. They be melting wax over the whole thing. Like, it looks really waxy in
really
here.
Waxy in here. This is great.
So those are my tips.
Nice. Well, thank you for sharing your tips. That was good. I mean, listen, I love it.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, so what are we talking about now? Listen, we like being funny.
Yeah.
So I have a few jokes I want to tell. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So you gonna help me tell jokes, or do I have to tell them by myself?
You can tell the good ones.
They're all good though. We have good jokes. Okay, so I'm gonna start it off. Okay, so there was a husband and a wife, and the wife was pregnant, and it was time for her to deliver the baby. And so they get to the hospital. The husband drives her to the hospital. They get to the hospital. They hook her up to all the machines. She's ready to push and deliver the baby. So, but before she delivers the baby, of course, there's questions about, an epidural and how to, alleviate some of the pain that the mom is going to experience, And so the doctor says, well, I'm so glad you asked, because there is this new experiment. They have this new remedy where the father of the child can take away some of the pain. So what we can do is we can hook you up to the machine. And so when she starts feeling contractions, if it's a 10, it'll be, turned down to about a 5, because you'll get 5 of that. And the more we turn the machine up, you'll take more of the pain. Men, they can take more of the pain. So
that's a great idea.
That is a great idea. So the husband agrees to it. He gets hooked up to the machine, and here we go. Contractions are forming. And oh boy, they start turning up the machine, and he's like, give it to me. I can take it. And so they're like, yes, the father of the child, he's in there. He's taking the pain, and he goes in, and then he's like, well, I don't feel anything. Turn it up some more. And so, of course, the mom is happy, because she's like, the less pain I have to take, fine with me. So finally, they have the baby, and it's wonderful. And so the doctor says, well, how did it feel? And he says, man, this is really awesome, because I didn't feel anything. This should go viral. And so he asked the mom of the baby, he said, well, how did you feel? She's like, wow, I mean, this just took all of my pain away. This is awesome. This has to go viral. And so it's time for them to, pack up and take the baby home. And they get home, and the mailman is in the front yard screaming in pain. Dun, dun, dun.
You are not
the father. Listen, somebody got to die. Okay, I'm just saying. So it ain't gonna go good.
I was gonna say, and it ain't the mailman, but I think he about dead already.
He about dead.
He done paid the price.
It's over. It's a wrap. So I thought that was pretty funny.
That was funny. What about a guy that after retiring,
okay,
he went to the Social Security office,
Mm-hmm.
all right, to apply for a Social Security card.
Okay.
All right. So the woman behind the counter asked for his driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, shoot, I don't have my driver's license. So she was like trying to, okay, well, do you have any proof? How can you prove that you're old enough? And he was like digging his pockets, like, oh, shoot, I don't know. Then he's like, well, what if I show you my my gray hair? So he lifts up his shirt. It's like, oh, she's like, okay, sir, you can put that back. Okay, a little bit too much, but
yeah,
with all that silver, you look like a silverback. I'm gonna go ahead and move forward with this because ain't no way,
right?
You're not as old as you say you are,
exactly,
with all of that going on. All right. So he's all proud and everything, and he goes home, to his wife, and she's wondering, well, how did you get that? You left your license and everything here.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, well, I lifted up my shirt and showed all my gray hair, and they gave me license. It worked.
Uh-huh.
Right. So she was like, wow, if you would have just pulled down your pants, you would have got disability. So,
okay, so
probably would have got arrested too.
so listen. I'm just saying, that's funny. That's funny. That was a good one. That was funny. Yeah. Okay. So listen. So I have one. Okay. That was funny. All right. So, a guy and his wife are sitting at a table at their high school reunion, and the husband kept staring at this woman who was drunk, and she kept swigging down this drink, and she sat alone by herself at a nearby table, and he kept staring at her. So the wife was like, you staring at this woman, do you know her? And he was like, yeah, actually she's my old girlfriend. And he says, I understand that she took to drinking right after we split up, so many years ago, and I hear she hasn't been sober since. So the wife says, my God, oh my goodness, who would think a person could go on celebrating that long? Listen, I'm just saying, that was funny. Okay. Listen, the husband thinking she started drinking because she was sad they broke up. The wife was like, no, she's been celebrating all these years. Okay. She is happy. Hey, we got Mother Smith in the chat tonight. That's Tara's mom.
Oh, okay.
Clarion Smith. Hey. That's Tara. That's my best friend's mom. Welcome to Beyond the Chat. We appreciate you for joining and supporting us. We hope you're having a good time. She says, making me laugh too hard. Well, we're going to keep them going. We got a few more we want to share. So here we go with another joke. You ready?
Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to read this one. Okay. So let me make this. Okay. So an elderly Florida lady did her shopping, and upon returning to her car, found 4 males in the act of leaving with her vehicle. She dropped her shopping bags and drew her handgun, proceeding to scream at the top of her lungs, I have a gun. I know how to use it. Get out of my car. The 4 men didn't wait for a second threat. They got out and ran like mad. The lady, somewhat shaken, then proceeded to load her shopping bags into the back of the car and got into the driver's seat. She was so shaken that she could not get her key into the ignition. She tried, and then she realized why. It was for the same reason she had wondered why there was a football, a frisbee, and 2 packs of beer in the front seat. A few minutes later, she found her own car parked 4 or 5 spaces a little farther down. She loaded her bags into the car and drove to the police station to report her mistake. The sergeant to whom she told the story could not stop laughing. He pointed to the other end of the counter where 4 pale men were reporting a carjacking by a mad elderly woman described as white, less than 5 feet tall, glasses, curly white hair, and carrying a large handgun. No charges were filed. Moral of the story, if you're going to have a senior moment, make it memorable.
Got that right. That's a good one.
If you're going to have a senior moment, make it memorable. Look, could you imagine a little old lady
I know.
coming up behind
Jacking you with a gun?
Jacking you with a gun, talking about get out the car.
And it's your car?
Exactly. And it was 4 of them. They was like, okay, listen, she crazy.
Yeah, bail.
Exactly.
What about this guy?
Okay.
Every year he doesn't miss a Super Bowl, right? Him and his wife always go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They're big football fans.
Yeah.
So this one year, he goes to the Super Bowl and he's sitting down 50-yard line, perfect seats. And this guy comes up and he's like, wow, is anyone sitting there? And he says, no one's sitting here. You seem kind of a little sad or something, but then you seem kind of you couldn't really take how he really was.
Yeah.
But he said no one's really sitting here. My wife normally sits here. But hey, you can have the seat, no problem. So the guy's like thinking to himself, wow, he's letting me sit here. This is great. Right. So he's just like, okay, should I ask what's going on with the wife? So he finally gets around to it. He says, why couldn't your wife make it? And he says, well, she has a funeral today. She passed away. So he's like, oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. And then the guy said, well, you can find anyone else to go to the game with you? And he said, well, they're all at the funeral.
That's so messed up. That is so messed up.
That is
so messed up. He said him and his wife go to the Super Bowl every year, but she passed away. He's like, I'm going to Super Bowl.
I'm going.
So you can find somebody go with you. No, they at the funeral. You know what? Do not play with me, okay? Something happened to me. You better be
take me to the game with you.
Take me to the game. No. Wait, no. You better come to my funeral and then you can go to the game to celebrate what we did.
Do not bring your little TV to the funeral.
And try
to watch the game at the same time.
You got to keep going to the bathroom. You don't know why you got to keep going to the bathroom.
So I'm any last words in about yes. Oh,
exactly. You gonna get hurt. I'm telling you right now. You go get hurt. It's over. Okay, I got one.
All right.
So a woman went to her doctor. And the doctor, after an examination, sighed and said, I have bad news. You have cancer and you'd best put your affairs in order. So the woman was shocked, but she managed to compose herself and walk into the waiting room where her daughter had been waiting. Well, daughter, we women celebrate when things are good and we celebrate when things don't go well. In this case, things aren't well. I have cancer. Let's head to the club and have a martini. So after 3 or 4 martinis, the two were feeling a little less somber. And there was some laughs and more martinis. And they were eventually approached by some of the woman's old friends who were curious as to what the two were celebrating. So the woman told her friends they were drinking to her impending end. So I've been diagnosed with AIDS. The friend gave the woman their condolences and they had a couple more martinis. So after the friends left, the woman's daughter was all confused trying to figure out, well, hold on, what's going on? She says, she leaned over and whispered, she said, Mama, I thought you said you were dying of cancer and you just told your friends you were dying of AIDS. And she said, yeah, I don't want any of them sleeping with your daddy after I'm gone.
Ew.
Smart move, okay?
That'll do it.
Okay. He ain't gonna be with nobody, okay?
Yeah, he died of AIDS, right?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it wasn't wrapped.
That part. Now, I don't want nobody sleeping with your daddy after I'm gone, so I just tell him I died of AIDS, and that way, he's single for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
That was funny. So we have one more. You want to tell the last one?
No, I like to see you laugh and tell these jokes.
All right. Okay, so we have one more joke. Here we go. A man, his wife, and mother-in-law went on vacation to Jerusalem. While they were there, the mother-in-law passed away. The undertaker told them, you can have her shipped home for $5,000.
A low price.
Or you can bury her here in the Holy Land for $150.
Easy.
Exactly. The man thought about it and told him he would just have her shipped home. So the Undertaker asked, why would you spend $5,000 to ship your mother-in-law home when it would be wonderful to be buried here and you would only spend $150? So the man replied, well, listen, long ago, a man died here, was buried here, and 3 days later, he rose from the dead. I just can't take that chance. So he's like, I am willing to pay the $5,000 to make sure she never comes back.
Right. Because this is not the place.
It's not the place. So he's like, I don't want to take that chance. I need to make sure she buried correctly because y'all ain't doing something right. People coming back from the dead in Jerusalem, so I can't take that chance.
I ain't taking it either.
Oh my gosh, I thought that was super funny.
That was funny.
That was funny, honey. Oh my goodness, that was awesome. I had a good time. Listen, we love. Somebody's laughing. Dorian Childs is cracking up. Yeah, that one was funny. So listen, we absolutely love what we do. This has been a blessing to us, not only an opportunity for us to just have some fun, engage with our audience. We love you for watching. We appreciate you for listening. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. She's Mother Smith said, let the mother-in-law stay down. Hello. Exactly. I need to make sure she buried. Y'all play too much in over here in this motherland. In the Holy Land. Y'all play too much in the Holy Land. But anyway, so yes. So make sure you like and subscribe and share. We love being able to play trivia. We love giving away money and having fun. And we want to continue to do that. So we appreciate you. If you want to go to www.beyondthechat.com and you can donate to our podcast, keep us on the air, help us continue to give money away to our listeners and our viewers. We know it's Christmas time coming up, so we're super excited. So next Sunday at 6 p.m., we're going to be playing some more trivia, giving away some more money, so you can go and buy some nice gifts.
You know what? Are we going to do it, or are we going to have Cleety?
Oh, that's
and
right.
Yvette do it.
That's right. Next week, we're going to be out shopping. So Mr. Cleety and Yvette will be hosting the podcast next Sunday. And listen, you do not want to miss.
And them doing trivia?
They are, Lord have mercy. Cletus and Yvette doing trivia. We're going to have a translator for Yvette because, sometimes she don't get her words right. Bless her heart. Now, I love her. She promotes
Cletus, he pretty much catch most of the stuff that she's saying.
Don't be talking about Yvette. That's my girl now.
I'm just saying he catch most of the stuff she's saying.
Okay, I'm just
saying.
Well, next Sunday, 6 p.m., make sure you tune in because we will be giving away some money on the podcast. And we're excited about it because we have people donating. Again, we would love for you to be a donor and donate to the podcast. If you're interested, $10, $20, $100, $1,000, whatever you want to give. We appreciate it because we don't do anything but turn that back around and give it to our listeners and who are playing trivia with us. So we appreciate your love. We hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I am your host, Natasha Cash.
And I'm your host, T-Dub, in the building.
We thank you. We love you for watching. Make sure you have a good week. Go to work with a smile on your face.
And a mask on your face.
Wash your hands. Keep yourself safe and healthy so we can see you next Sunday. Sunday. Hey, here we go. Let's go. Hey, down to it, the drill. Come on, from the bottom to the top. Stay tuned, make sure you stay locked. We go beyond the chat. When I just talk, beyond the chat. When I just talk, we go. Woo! Thank you for watching. Peace.